when I was pregnant, I remember going to an ultrasound appointment, and I was actually at work before I went to this appointment. So we try to schedule our appointments in the afternoon so that we wouldn't have like a problem asking for a lot of time off at work. Washing my hands at the sink before I left, and I remember just thinking like, oh shoot, like what if something's not right with your baby? And in that moment I was just like, damn, like it's crazy how I wasn't ready to be a mom, but now I have this fear of what if something's wrong with my baby. And I did have a lot of fears during my pregnancy. That was just one of them. And I just wanted to cry, and I just remember crying out to God and being like, I just need to go in there. So my fear was specifically that I was going to go in there and my baby would not be alive. And I remember just telling God, like, I need you to go into that room with me and just watch over her and watch over me. And when we went into that room, we did the ultrasound. Everything looked good, thankfully. Everything turned out okay. We had a couple ultrasounds just because they weren't really sure how big she actually was. So when I first did my first appointment, they do a telehealth, and I kind of told them around when my last period was, and I think there was a miscommunication between the nurse that was taking that information and then between me, like, giving it. So they were at our first actual ultrasound, they were like, okay, like we have to get a more in-depth ultrasound because we have to see how big she is, because she's measuring, it looks like a little bit bigger, I think, than what they had thought. And because she was so developed, we actually thought that we were having a boy because everybody kept telling us that it was a boy, but she's a girl. And I was like, okay. So it was that appointment that was coming up, and that's the appointment that we went to. And when we got there, they're like doing the ultrasound thing. Like, it's really awkward for me, so I wasn't like necessarily really looking. It's kind of like I'm just looking down on my stomach, and then like I would look over every so often to see like what they were doing. And there's an ultrasound picture. Let me see if I can find it. I'll probably put it in the video, but there's an ultrasound picture, and it looks like there's kind of like a faded cross where her head is. And I was like, okay, like, God's in control of this pregnancy. God's in control of her life, and he's in control of me. And if he brought me to this season of my life, then he's gonna make sure that I see it out the way that he needs me to see it out. Okay, thankfully God took care of everything, from her health to my health to the birth to now that she is a toddler. So I think I wanted to share that because I wanted to remind myself where God had brought me out of.